Hello, you guys, and welcome to the Women's Cave. We're gonna see how long our voices hold out.
Hey, we're doing better this week. I would say this year. Well, we are doing better this year.
As a whole, as a whole, I haven't had a lot of bronchitis, which is amazing. This is Jade, by the way.
Oh, and I will note that she's not had a lot of bronchitis this year. That's what she meant to say, the word not. I mean, she had it a few times, but not nearly as much. No one cares about our health. Why am I talking?
I don't know. Know. Because we haven't had like a very interesting week or whatever, because it's all been like antibiotics and herbs and drinking healthy tea and
green
juice and being like, I'm going to get better, and then passing out from sleep because you're up trying to do a whole bunch of other things and your body's like, hey, you're still sick. So you passed out on your computer because you thought you were going to be up doing it.
But we did have a 25-person party yesterday, so that was fun.
Oh, yeah, no. It was fun, but like cleaning for it was not
fun. Cleaning for it was
In
fact, now that I think about it, now it was the cooking.
Right.
The cleaning up afterward. But the people were fun.
That's exciting. Let's go there with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have books, right?
Yeah, we do.
So we got the And I Thought series, and I Thought Divorce Was Bad with Other Life Lessons, also available on Audible.
Yeah. So please buy it on Audible.
I mean, I don't know if it's worth your whole credit. I don't know, but
yes, it is. It's worth it because I need to get paid. I mean, it's worth it because it's a good book.
She told you the truth first. And I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy. Okay, it's just like a whole bunch of And I Thought, y'all. Like, come on, just. Y'all know the drill by now, right? Y'all know the drill. Like, just a whole bunch of And I Thought. Now we have the Misfit Guides. I mean, you can check out all of this on Amazon.com. Just put in like Winona Marie and your little search engine, and it'll just pop on up. The whole list on Amazon. Right. And you guys can check it out or buy the Audible book. Because Joe did a really good job.
She did.
And for a coffee. Okay, so yeah.
No, as you're talking, I'm just.
And then we have the 25 hottest.
Oh wait, indie authors. And now we have the 25 hottest.
Indie authors, artists, and Advocate magazine. Guys, save a tree. Buy it digitally. $4.50. I mean, really, the other the print copy is like $35, right? And you gotta wait for it to come. When you buy something digitally, it's like bam, 2 minutes later or less, because it depends on your internet connection. Bam, right there for you to read. Enjoy.
I'd like to raise my hand and say something.
Yes.
I have been acknowledged by Professor J. I'm going to say for the audience in the class. Don't forget, we have a Thoughtful Book Festival on August 31st, 3 p.m. It's Hollywood. You can pitch to a Hollywood producer. And that we have the Las Vegas Writers Retreat.
But come before 3 because we'll have some really great authors coming up. And the Las Vegas Writers Retreat is really awesome because it's going to have really a lot of authors there to help you in we're going to be there to help you along your way on your entrepreneur author journey.
It's October 7th and the 8th, 2019, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Embassy Suites Convention
in Las
Vegas. And do you know what you do before 3 p.m.? Party. And what do you do after 7 p.m.? Party harder.
I don't know. Or write a book. Write something.
Yeah, you could.
So you can check out everything that your ladies are doing at www.andwethought.com. The books on Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, and also the audiobook, Audible.com, blah, blah, blah. Can't talk today. But you guys aren't here to hear about us. You're here to hear about a wonderful guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Alexandria Dean, and I've written the book From Heaven to Hell and Back a few times. It chronicles my life and my healing process from having been trafficked and having a lot of abuse in my life, and it's an inspiration to all those that have gone through something, that you can come through
and still be smiling with beautiful pink lipstick on the other end.
I know, it's still be, and I'm not bitter at all. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure she had those moments where she was bitter. But my question is, we have this book, and everyone talks about how sad it is because we talk about some abuse and stuff, and they wanted to know, is there any way that you could be inspired? What's the good point? So it's the good things you could take away for such a journey.
Yes, well, there's a lot of good things. One is that you just keep going. There's much to be said about getting back up. when you get back up, it not only does it help you, because I mean, it's one thing to stay down. It's easier to stay down. But when you've been through something, you just want to keep getting back up, because it's much better up than it is down in all reality. But it's about striving for excellence. Whether we cannot control our circumstances most times, all we can do is really control our response. And even that can be limited sometimes. But when we choose to look at it in a different point of view that's going to help us continue on, therein lies much inspiration.
Through all those suppressing things that happen, how did you find the ability to keep your viewpoint positive? Or should we just read the book?
Yeah. Yes. Well, it wasn't always positive. However, I find a lot of help in my faith and in my belief. I know I would not be as healthy as I am today if it wasn't for the saving power of Jesus Christ in my life. Reading the Bible has helped tremendously. It keeps me thinking positive, because when, our thoughts have a great power. And so when I discipline, because it's a diet of the mind, when I discipline my thinking, I'm able to continue to go forward in a positive way, because I have guideposts of what I should be thinking on instead of all the negative things. And I talk about that in the book too. Not just all the different things that happened to me, but how I come through it and the different things that I learned along the way. The falling down and the getting back up.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know.
So after, so Jade is pretty much going to lose her voice in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the coughing, right?
Yes.
She's like, I'm going to hold my breath. Maybe I don't cough anymore. Did you want to excuse yourself?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, right after you ask the question and then she starts to answer.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. We're just talking great secrets today.
Yes, we are.
Anyway, the getting back up, it's hard to do after you keep getting knocked down, because, it takes more willpower. So, like, the third or fourth time, what were the thoughts that you had that were like, yes, I'm getting back up. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to keep running this race of life.
Right. Okay, well, probably about the 150th time. There were times when I didn't want to get back up, quite honestly. And I struggled with, why should I even continue? What's the point? But then I look at my children and I see my loved ones around me, and those that have walked a similar walk in life. And I think, all right, but I know that I was put here for a purpose. And, not all the times that I fell were circumstances, some of which I, shot myself in my own foot, so to speak.
Those are the hardest to get up from, because it's your fault.
Yes, because then you want to just wallow in it, which brings me to a point of what I had found, is that being a victim, we can't heal from that, that state of mind, because a victim is actually the instance in which it is occurring. It's once it's over and you're no longer in a traumatic situation and you're safe, you are redeemed from that position of being in a victim mode. And once redeemed, we can then heal, because redemption puts us on an equal playing ground with everybody else. So as a victim, we're often viewed as less than, and that is not a place that we can heal from. So changing my view from victim to, while wallowing in the mire and the muck, to, okay, I choose, I'm safe right now. I choose to walk as a redeemed one. And so that helps.
I'm going to try the new question on you, okay?
Okay.
So if someone were in the bookstore, why should they pick up your book? What invaluable information you have to impart?
It touches everybody. The things that I've been through, I was abused by my father, trafficked by my mother. Also got hooked on drugs by my mother, and also detoxed by my mother. So there is little that I have been through that doesn't touch everybody in some form or fashion. And having been trafficked, 1 in 3 people know someone who's been trafficked. If they don't know of. Yeah, so it touches 1 in 3 people. And that's why you should pick up my book. Because it doesn't just talk about the bad. It's sad and it's very hard read, but the ending is pretty good, and I'm not done yet.
No, you aren't. I mean, with
No.
that, there's a whole sunshine chapter to happen.
Yeah.
Let's see the next book.
Oh, well, I'm currently working on Love and Forgiveness and a study guide to go with that book. And I'm working on my screenplay for the movie From Heaven to Hell and Back a few times. I have a director and 1 producer. I'm hoping to add to that the producers. And I'm also working on JR House Incorporated, which is a nonprofit organization that is to help house, bring in those that have been trafficked, also unite all the different organizations so that we are fighting in one accord in the same direction, and changing. I'm writing a resolution to present to Congress to change, well, not change, but to add a 3-digit number to dial for those reporting human trafficking. So instead of the 800 number, we want 286 human trafficking. So I'm proposing 286. So yeah, I have a couple of things going on.
I'm just happy that you took the time out of your busy schedule and advocating
to totally come and talk on our silly show, which I can still talk just a little bit. You just saw me in the back. I was taking pills. Like, oh, let me take these pills.
I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. Never catch a cold in England in the summertime.
Don't do it. Summer colds are the worst.
First of all, they're the worst. But then, like, if you're in England, it feels like it's just incubating.
I don't know. It's probably all the lack of sleep that we had when we were there. So, we probably blame it like the wrong thing. But I'm going to blame it because I don't want to take responsibility for not sleeping and overbooking. I don't want to take it. So I'm going to blame England, the whole country.
It's like, we shot ourselves in the foot and now we're just going to wallow in it.
Yeah.
Just in case we forget, the cold is here to remind us.
All right, so thank you so much for coming on our show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'm finishing it out today, so you guys know how this is going to go. I'm going to mention Just Right in Life like 15 times.
Okay, never mind. I think I got it.
No.
So you can check out everything that your ladies are doing on www.andwethoughts.com. Even Just Writing Life on Facebook. You can check that out on the And I Thought Ladies page. Along with this interview, it'll be up shortly. Yeah, how about that? And remember that wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona, who you can tell is not preparing for any reward shows because her nails aren't done.
And Jade. Bye-bye.